Good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? Yes, thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's the morning edition of Welcome to My World. It's almost 8:30 on the 16th of December, which is a Wednesday. Um, this is kind of an exciting day in trading land. We have the big news for today is the FOMAC, of course, and that is supposed to be announced officially at 2 o'clock. But anyway, um, this morning we've got news in about 2 minutes. Canadian foreign securities and U.S. building permits and housing stats in about 2 minutes. Then we've got some other minor news around 9:15, and at 10:30 this morning is the crude oil inventory. The inventories are up a bit. A reasonable person would think that would cause the price to drop. However, the big news of the day in crude oil is that it looks like Congress is going to lift the ban on the energy sector, which will include the ability for U.S. producers to export crude oil, U.S. crude oil. And this is the first time in, I don't know, since many, many years. So that the crude oil industry altogether is pretty happy about that, and kind of levels the playing field. The thinking is, especially now since the price has been hit so hard, that to hamstring the U.S. economy any further, if that's possible, that it would be a good idea. I mean, they're also smart. They're at the Fed. Anyway, off to another subject. Yesterday we had a lot of questions in the room about that had to do with general overview of the market. And so I'll talk a little bit about that around noon or maybe at 2:30. But it's an excellent subject. And just as a general idea, it is a wise thing to do to be looking at any market that you're going to trade from a big picture, and then smaller, and then smaller, and then zero right into today, and then exactly where those trades are today. And don't worry about all this other stuff. But if you have not traded FOMAC announcement, or you're an inexperienced trader, I would stay in demo today, just the prudent side of trading, because this could get pretty crazy. One never knows. One never knows about trading anyway, but when you add this long anticipated, are they or are they not going to raise the interest rates for the first time in, I don't know what, 6 or 7 years or however long, it's huge amount of time, it might make things a little bit volatile. This morning, the indices are all in a bit of a tight range. They haven't moved very much. Bonds are headed down, which would be expected. If they raise those interest rates, you're going to see bonds, notes, the ZNZB, that whole family of products, they're going to drop in price because interest rates and price in those products are inverse. In other words, the higher the interest rates, the lower the price of bonds, and vice versa. Gold this morning has had a nice move up, no doubt in anticipation of this wonderful event starring Janet Yellen. And other than that, I don't see anything. We had the VIX close around 20, just below 21 yesterday, so it backed off a little bit, but this is just a nervous time. So my suggestion is to stay in sim or demo, uh, certainly after the market opens, because it's going to be pretty pretty wild ride. But it's an excellent day to practice strategies that have come to us recently with this swing high and low and the sharpshooter. So just stay alert, and we'll see what the day brings us. I'll be back around noon, and we'll see what the morning has. And there will probably be some leaking of the anticipated news around that time anyway. So, this has been my view from my world in Apex Land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you about noon. Thanks.